Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope everyone's doing well, inshallah. Just going for Asr Salah in the masjid of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wallahi, I'm really enjoying my time in Medina. Wallahi, it's such an amazing city. As in, I've been here many times. SubhanAllah, the peace, the contentment that you get from Medina is unlike no other. SubhanAllah. Alhamdulillah, today I went to do some date shopping. So for those of you who come to Medina, usually Medina is the place to do date shopping. You don't really get dates in Mecca. There's more options and variety in Medina. So first of all, you have many shops around the Haram that will sell dates. But a better idea would be to go to a date market. That's what I did today. So there's a garden that is near Uhud, and they basically have, it's a very nice garden, mashallah, palm trees, etc. And they have a big date shop, lots of variety there, decent prices as well. So yeah, did some date shopping today. Tonight, inshallah, I've got a session with the whole group, just a final session with everyone, you know, some final comments, final words, advices, because tomorrow evening we're going to be making our way back to London. SubhanAllah, I still can't believe it's already over. It's gone very quickly, and obviously very sad to be leaving tomorrow. If I could, I would have stayed much longer, and SubhanAllah, but inshallah I do plan to come regularly. And if you would like to come with me, inshallah, let me know, and whichever group I'm going in next, I can let you know, and then inshallah that way you can be in my group, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it, inshallah. As you've been seeing in the vlogs, I'm quite passionate about these lands, educating people about these lands. I really enjoy it when people enjoy it, and that's what kind of, you know, really instills that passion inside of me. But anyway, I've reached the masjid. This is the gate that I'm going to be entering from. As I mentioned before, that's Bab al-Rahmah. That is where the Prophet ﷺ, or a man came through this door and asked the Prophet ﷺ during his khutbah to make dua for rain. That's why it's known as Mercy, Bab al-Rahmah, because rain started descending immediately. This is one of the oldest doors in the masjid. It existed at the time of the Prophet ﷺ as well. That's the door of Abu Bakr, and that's the door of Salam, which I've showed you in the previous vlogs. Nothing beats having Zamzam water in the Haram. The best feeling, you fill your glass up with cold Zamzam water, especially in Mecca. You drink this pure Zamzam water while looking at the Kaaba. Those are goals, subhanAllah. So I'm just sitting in Masjid Nabawi after Asr Salah, and as you can see, they've laid out the Dastarkhan, as we call it, the tablecloth. Well, it's not cloth, it's more of a sheet, and they're giving everyone qahwa, yeah, Arabic coffee, and some bread, some dates. As you can see, that brother over there got some dates in that box, and it's giving it out to people. MashaAllah, so beautiful. As in, they usually do this when the days of fasting, so on Monday and Thursdays, because many people are fasting on these days. So they'll serve iftar with these things, bread, sometimes yogurt, then you'll have dates, qahwa, and you'll have Zamzam water as well. So yeah, very nice, alhamdulillah. It's a beautiful environment. Okay guys, so I just thought I'd have a gathering with everyone before we fly out tomorrow. No one's going to get any time. No one's going to get any time packing and stuff. So just kind of concluding remarks really. Alhamdulillah, we've been blessed to come here and witness the blessed lands, spend time in this amazing city of Medina. As in, I don't know how everyone's experience has been these last few days, but for me it's been an amazing experience. Medina is always unique. Who remembers what I said on the route, on the bus towards Medina? What did I say about Mecca? I said something about how Mecca reflects one of the qualities of Allah.
The might.
The might of Allah.
Yeah, what do you want?
The power and the might.
The Jalal.
Makkah reflects which quality of Allah? Anyone know?
Jalal.
Jalal of Allah. Jalal. What does Jalal mean? The might of Allah. Okay. Why does it reflect the might of Allah? Because when we're in Mecca, it's a tough environment. Yeah, it's very busy. You get tired. You get pushed around. It's very hectic. There's a lot of chaos, right? But in Medina, my teacher mentioned that in Medina reflects the Jamal of Allah, which means what? The beauty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Have a look around you. Look how peaceful it is, right? So this is reflecting the beauty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So we're very blessed to have come here and to spend time in Mecca and Medina, and alhamdulillah, I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed being part of this group and contributing however much I can. I hope you all enjoyed the little that I did, the little lectures that I gave here and there. I think one important thing that I really wanted to share today was, now that our trip is coming to an end, what are we going to take away from this trip? This is the most important thing, right? You can come to Mecca and Medina, you can have a great time, you can perform Umrah, you can perform your tawaf, you can finish many khatams of the Quran, but if it's not going to be a means of a transformation in your life, then you've really wasted your time. Because the whole objective of you coming here is to change yourself, to change your life. So now what we need to ask ourselves is, what goals do we have in our minds? And when we go back, what is going to change in our lives, right? And this is the objective of Umrah. This is the objective of traveling all the way here. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, لا تشد الرحال إلا إلى ثلاثة مساجد. Yeah, that a person should not travel should not be undertaken except towards 3 masajid, right? What are those 3 masajid? Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, wa Masjidi Hada, which is this masjid here, and the third one, Masjid al-Aqsa, right? These 3 masjids, if you travel, then that travel is ibadah. Now, when we're coming to the end of this journey, there are many emotions that go through our minds. The most common emotion is that of guilt and regrets. Why do we have regrets? We're going to think to ourselves now, I haven't utilized my time, I haven't benefited, I've done this wrong, I've done that wrong, I wasted this much time, right? And this is good. Why is it good? Because it reflects the purity of our iman, right? However, what can happen is that thought process can lead into a spiral of negativity. And what we'll start thinking then is that I wasted my time, so what's the point of me going back and changing my life now, right? So you're going to take that negativity back to your daily life. What you should be doing is, yes, we should think about what went wrong. The fact that yes, we may have wasted time a bit, we may have not done as much as we could have, but one thing that will, a more positive perspective, is the fact that if you think about it, every single second for the past 10 days, you have all been in ibadah. Have you ever thought about this? Because as soon as you left your house to go for Umrah, this is ibadah, right? You are in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until you get back home, which means you're sleeping, you're eating, you're shopping, you're, whatever you're doing, chilling out, right? Every single second is ibadah. And then on top of that, you're doing ibadah, Umrah, reciting Quran, dua, performing salah in the rawdah, giving salam to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is all ibadah as well. So just imagine, for 10 days straight, we have been in ibadah. So yes, we should feel regretful. When we feel regretful and guilty, we should say astaghfirullah. But then we should always think about the fact that Allah gave us this opportunity, right? Allah gave us this opportunity to rectify ourselves, to visit these blessed lands, these lands in which the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam stepped upon. The companions were walking around here once upon a time, right? And we've had this ability to come here. There are many people around the world that are dying to come to these lands, but Allah Azza wa Jal hasn't called them. Allah chose you. Why did Allah choose you? Allah saw something inside of you that, this person is beloved to me, so let me call him to my house. Let me give him that opportunity of mercy and forgiveness, right? So we must say alhamdulillah, we must do shukr. If we don't do shukr for this blessing, then Allah Azza wa Jal is not going to call us again. So don't think that, okay, yeah, it was a bad trip because I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Use that as a process once you go back. And then you should also think about the fact that Allah gave you this opportunity. So you must say Alhamdulillah, you must be grateful to Allah. What does Allah say about shukr? لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. That if you are grateful, I'm going to increase you. Now in this context, what does that increase mean? That if you are grateful to Allah, that Allah brought you to His house, Allah Azza wa Jal gave you the ability to come to Mecca, Medina, Allah is going to increase you in terms of the opportunities that you will get to come back here time and time again. Right? And also when we're going back, we should make this dua to Allah, that, oh Allah, grant me the ability to come back. Grant me the ability to come back. Right? Start planning your next trip. You know one thing you're all going to suffer from. When we hit the runway on Heathrow, and the miserable weather hits us, the rain, the cloud, and the darkness, right? We're going to get what we call post-Umrah blues. Yeah? Post-Umrah blues, we're all going to be depressed. I know for a fact, I always get depressed when I go home, which is why I like to get back to work straight away. I don't like, people say take a rest, take 1 week off. I'm like, no. Because if I take that 1 week off, then it's just going to be, I'm going to be missing Mecca, Medina. I'm going to be missing this environment, praying behind these amazing imams, right? Beautiful barakah, so much barakah in this land, subhanAllah, right? But then we're going to go back to the filthy land of London, right? Full of fitna, full of distractions, okay? So my advice would be, how do you survive that post-Umrah blue? By regularly attending masajid, by regularly attending talks, by, thirdly, for the youngsters sitting here, by seeking knowledge, right? Seeking knowledge. Throughout this trip, we've learned so much. We've talked about the Battle of Uhud. We talked about Ta'if, for those of you who went to Ta'if. We talked about the birth of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We talked about the revelation. We talked about Arafah, women in Arafah. Yeah, we talked about Mina, all of the stuff that happened in Mina. We talked about so many things in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The hijrah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now we must take this knowledge, and I've barely touched the surface, by the way. Everything that I've taught you guys on the coach and at these sites, I've barely touched the surface. There are books and books and books, and you can read and read and read on these issues. The purpose of this trip is to ignite that fire and that passion to go back to your homes and to seek knowledge, in particularly seeking knowledge on the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So everyone should have this intention that as soon as they go back, I'm going to buy a book on the seerah. And there's one book I'll recommend. You can write this down if you want. Many of you may know this already. The Seal Nectar. The Seal Nectar is a book, biography of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can even buy in some of these bookshops. I've seen it in a few bookshops. There's one bookshop down there. They've got that Seal Nectar. Okay, in English. It's in English. Yeah. It's in Arabic as well, and it's in English. Okay. So the Seal Nectar is a very, very popular seerah book. I highly recommend all of you purchase this book. Read it. Make it a habit. Every single day, I'm going to read one page, one chapter, or one section, whatever it is. But every single day I'm going to read the Seal Nectar, and I'm going to educate myself on the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? Another thing we need to do is seeking knowledge in terms of the Quran, learning how to recite the Quran, memorizing the Quran, right? Learning the tajweed of the Quran, how to recite the Quran correctly. These are all very, very important things. Okay? As well as learning Arabic language. One of the things that really helped me here is the Arabic language. Right? I was conversing with the drivers and the coach driver, and when Amjad was struggling in Ta'if, Ta'if had a crazy driver, right? You remember? Driving in Ta'if. Who came to Ta'if? No one. Who came to Ta'if, right? Just that you didn't go Ta'if. Okay. Yeah, so basically Ta'if, we had a bit of a joker driver. He was one of these young Arabs. And, he took us how many hours to get back to Mecca? 3 hours to get back to Mecca. Yeah, literally. It took us about 1 hour to get there, and 3 hours on the way back. He was driving very slow, and he was with his friend, and they were talking, joking, and I was trying to talk to them in Arabic and persuade them to hurry up, right? So my Arabic helped a bit. So you should learn Arabic as well. So when you come here, you're not going to struggle. You can haggle with the taxi drivers, right? You can haggle with the shopkeepers, okay, the Arab shopkeepers, not the Bengali ones, yeah, the Arab shopkeepers. So you can haggle and you can get by, right? Many people I spoke to, and if I didn't speak to them, then it would have been difficult situations. Okay, so Arabic really helps. But the ultimate objective of studying Arabic is to understand the Quran and to understand the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the ultimate objective of studying Arabic. Thereafter, you got all of the other Islamic sciences, your fiqh, your aqidah, right? And then hadith. Make a schedule, a plan for yourself that I'm going to target these subjects. If you were to ask me what's the most important, I would say Quran, Aqidah, and Seerah. Those three. Start with those three. Right? Arabic can come later on, Hadith can come later on, and even I would add to that list fiqh, your basic fiqh. So, the fiqh of tahara, salah, what nullifies your salah, what doesn't nullify your salah. Knowing these ahkam, these rulings are very, very important. Understand? So these are the things that we should be thinking about now that this trip is coming to an end. Okay? And lastly, I really hope you all enjoyed your stay in Mecca and Medina. I want to apologize for myself on behalf of Sakina Tours and also on behalf of Amjad who ran away. He abandoned us, man. He calls me and he said I'm flying in half an hour, and I'm like, why are you flying in half an hour? Where are you going? Why are you leaving me? So anyway, apologies from Amjad as well. Amjad also sent his apologies. All of the mistakes that we've made, we have made mistakes. All of the times that the coach was delayed, all the times that we were delayed, things that didn't go right. You see, one important thing we need to remember. Umrah is such a journey where you want it 100%. That's just the reality. I've been to Umrah about 7-8 times in my life. Every single Umrah something has gone wrong. Right? It's the reality. And I believe that the reason why things go wrong is Allah is testing your patience. Allah wants to see how patient you are. When things go wrong, and when you don't like when something happens, or you disagree with something, that's a test of your patience, a test of your character. Okay? So, apologies to everyone, from myself, from Amjad, for anything that may have gone wrong. Please do forgive us, inshallah. And I really do hope we can all keep in touch somehow. Okay? Obviously, we're going to go back to our busy lives. I don't even live in East London. I know most of you live in East London, but I don't live in East London. I live 10 minutes from Heathrow Airport. So I've got a very short trip home, alhamdulillah. But for those of you who want to follow me, I've got a YouTube channel. I've vlogged the whole journey. I've been vlogging the whole journey on my YouTube channel. So from Heathrow up till today, I've vlogged every single journey. Right, so the journey from London to Mecca, and then everything that we did in Mecca, I vlogged it as well. Right, and even we did a second Umrah as well. I vlogged that as well. The journey from Mecca to Medina, I vlogged that as well. Everything I vlogged. Even the stuff that we did yesterday. He's my cameraman. Right? He's recording everything. Okay? Even the sites that we visited around the Haram. Yeah, I vlogged all of them. So inshallah, I'll send that on the group. And maybe you can use that as just to reminisce the good times and as a reminder. But if you want to follow me, inshallah, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is now a bit of advertising. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got an Instagram page as well. Right, Haris Abdul Samad. You can follow me there, follow my work, inshallah. And through that, you can find out when I'm doing Umrah next. Me and Amjad are planning. Maybe February I might come back again. But Allah knows best. Let's see. My masjid's name, Masjid Hira. Like Cave of Hira, like that, Masjid Hira. It's in Hounslow, Feltham Hounslow, yeah. Okay. But for you guys, it's quite near. It's not too far from Acton, yeah, it's quite. But for the East London, who's from East London here? Yeah. For you guys, the missions. But you know what? If you want to come and see me, I'm at Ibrahim College 3 times a week. So I'm in Ibrahim College, Whitechapel. I'm there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Feel free to drop down, just say hi. It'd be nice to see you guys, inshallah. Come as a family, inshallah. Maybe one day you surprise me, the whole group just come. Okay? So once again guys, I've really enjoyed it, and I want to say thank you to all of you for putting up with me. This is my first time I've led a group. I've never ever led a group before in my life. Right? First time I've done this. First time I've looked after all of these people. Right? So I do apologize for my shortcomings. I'm still learning as well. Huh? Give me a 5-star review, yeah?
I just want to say,
yeah.
thank you to you, sir. Everybody in my family.
No.
We have done anything.
No, nothing. It should be me apologizing to you. I haven't done enough, So, I really enjoyed it, honestly. I think this has probably been one of the best trips. I say this every time I come to Umrah, but this is the nature of Umrah. Every time you come, it just gets better. Right? So, I really hope one day, inshallah, if not all of us, some of us can travel together again. Maybe to Masjid al-Aqsa. Maybe for Hajj, who knows? Right? Inshallah. Yes.
Just to say thank you for your efforts and hard work. So, on behalf of everyone from the group,
You need to, man. I really appreciate it, honestly. I really appreciate it. I'm not really good at taking gifts. I don't know how to react. But yeah, Jazakallah, honestly guys, it's been really amazing. Every step of the journey, I've loved it. Even the difficult moments, even the tricky moments, the challenging moments, when things didn't go our way, even those moments, we look back on it and you know what I mentioned yesterday at Uhud, we have failures in our life, we learn from them, we get better, we get wise, alright, and that's how I look at failure. So similarly, anything that has gone wrong on your side, on our side, right, I apologize, inshallah, and use this opportunity to rectify ourselves, to get better out of it, inshallah. Okay? Most importantly though, make sure we go back, make some goals on the plane, that I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to make this change, that change, I want to start reciting Quran every day, I want to visit the masjid regularly, I want to attend a weekly halaqah. For those of you who want to, you can come to my masjid, even for the East London lot. I do 2 lessons a week. I do a tafsir lesson every Saturday after Isha, and every Sunday I do a hadith lesson after Isha on my masjid. It's streamed live as well. I upload it on YouTube as well. But if you want to come, there's sister space as well. It's a very small masjid, not a big masjid. It's a small masjid. Alhamdulillah, very active. Okay. Now, any other questions? No? Okay, inshallah. Free to go.